then knows that Channel 10 had a camera and recorded him. That segment lasted about 3.5 minutes, I was told, and there were various shots of people in the audience, of the town board. There were some interviews, and there was also a shot of a document apparently from the Wladis law firm. I did go back and look, and it was from the Wladis law firm. This letter is dated June 5th, and it comes from Mark Wladis. And it says, in viewing that story by that reporter on Channel 10, we were concerned to see that a memorandum from the office to the board and the highway superintendent was included in the piece, etc. We assumed that because that memorandum was not addressed to Ms. DeRosier, who was the reporter, it was given to her by someone who was an addressee. The addressees on this letter are the supervisor, the deputy supervisor, and the 3 counselors sitting up here. It is not appropriate, and I'm quoting from the letter, it is not appropriate to share privileged attorney-client communications with members of the public or the press, as that by nature would harm the town of Cicero if the information was provided to third parties, etc. We ask that all communication marked clearly confidential, received in the office in the future, be shown and discussed only with the people that it's addressed. I take exception to this letter, and I ask that this letter be retracted, because if Mr. Wladis had called the reporter and talked to her about what she was panning during that segment, he would have learned that it was a document in front of that desk over there, where Chris Wozniak and Jody Rogers, Chief, now sit. So there was no release from any member of this board, in contradiction to Mr. Wladis' statement that we assumed that because the memorandum was not addressed to Ms. DeRosier, it was given to her by someone who was an addressee. The implication is clear that we're leaking information, and I really resent that, and I wish this letter to be retracted. Thank you.
Charlotte?